Hello everyone. I've been wanting to make this video for so long, and things have not always been ideal. As you know, life can happen at any given moment, and at the same time, I think it's valuable to go with the flow. So, I wanted to share some exciting news with all of you. For many of you, you already know this, but I wanted to make a specific video for this monumental event in my life, and that is, drum roll, I am writing a book, hurrah! Some of you, this is not a surprise because, as you know, I'm quite a writer, and if you don't know that, I welcome you to our newsletter tribe at traumatransfiguration.com, where you can sign up to our newsletter either by taking the quiz or just dropping your email onto the newsletter sign up, and then you can get sneak previews of the book that I'm writing, which I've already kind of started doing, and all of the other cool things that are coming your way. As you know, I run a trauma transfiguration course once a year in October, and if you're in the newsletter, you have a chance of receiving amazing discounts when that opens up for everyone. So, but before we begin about the book, I just want to wish everyone a happy new year, a happy lunar year. I've been wanting to tell everyone that. Happy Year of the Tiger. And as you know, every full moon I am releasing a portion of the course that took place in 2021, the Trauma Transfiguration course, TTC 2021, in the Patreon community. So if you haven't been, if you're not a member of the Patreon community, I highly recommend it. It's a way that we keep the vibes going. It helps me pay for Buddy's vet bills, and at the same time, it's a great way to access some of the behind the scenes that happens, especially in the field of the trauma work. So there's going to be more and more homeopathic trauma cases that I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be releasing a lot of the behind the scenes. How do we actually figure out a person's remedy? And if you don't know what I'm talking about, join the community, and you'll get a sneak peek of what happens behind there. So, I wanted to just say thank you for these gifts that people have sent me. This one I sent to myself, but not really. It was a book that I was gifted to me by one of my really dear friends, who I thought I was going to gift to someone else, but clearly it was sent back, so we can open that together. But this one here, I'm so excited. This is from a previous student in my Trauma Transfiguration course, and she's decided to send me this lovely gift. So thank you, Diana. And this is from the Dancing Moon Goddess. So if anyone wants to purchase some of these amazing surprises, then you can go look up. I'm gonna see if I can find the website and put it in the show links. But I just want to say thank you, everyone, for being with me doing this. Okay. I think this is the way it goes. Okay. Let's go through this. Okay. Alrighty. So, what's in here? Oh my gosh, there's plenty. Looks like there's a love letter. Let's read it. I love this. I've been going through a tremendous healing journey with transgenerational traumas, specifically triggered by the movie Encanto. So I'm having a few guests come over into the podcast, Trauma Transfiguration podcast, to break down and have a discussion about that movie particularly, which really spoke to me, and I really love the songs. And so this is coming at a good time, because for the past couple of weeks it's been a real struggle for me to process some of those internalized trauma. So greetings, Theodore. I hope you don't mind me reading this, Diana. I just have to share it with everyone. Thank you so much for your patience as I tried to tackle and overcome my fear of shipping your beauties off to Canada. This is from the United States. I truly apologize for the delay. I'm always very anxious and nervous whenever I have to ship to another country. I just hope this parcel and letter reaches you. Thank you again for all the love and support for so many of us. Your class was truly uplifting and informative. For me personally, it was incredibly important to tap into trauma that allowed me to really face reserved emotions. I am still a work in progress and will continue to follow my path to wellness and happiness. Included in this package are many stones that I felt you would appreciate and resonate with. I also included a mala that I used using lava stones. Oh my gosh, my favorite. Strawberry quartz and garden quartz. Laudolite. Wow. Guru beads and a flower agate tassel. I also included a wine stopper handmade by my partner Jim, and he owns his own small business called the Woodworking Illustrator. Okay, so I'm going to put the links below for anyone who wants to check that out. He does have a YouTube channel. Amazing! So I'm going to put that as well. But sells mostly on Facebook. We'll put that up as well. I wanted to gift you some unique handmade items that I thought you could use and enjoy. Thank you for everything, Theodore. I hope you love your package. Please feel free to reach out to me if you would like to know the metaphysical properties of the stones I selected for you. Oh my gosh, yes! Can we have Diana on the podcast to talk about the metaphysical properties of the stones? Yes? Yes! Say yes! In the comments. Tell me what you think. Okay, I don't know where to begin because this is just overwhelming. This is overwhelming. Like, I love getting gifts. I think it's one of my love languages. I love giving gifts, but I used to struggle with receiving gifts. I think I made a video about that earlier. But now, having worked through some of that, I'm so happy to receive and so eternally grateful to receive these gifts. So let's open these up. I found these scissors while walking, buddy. Someone just had left them there, and why let it rust? Okay, let's begin with this really heavy. Hey. Whoa! Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. I can see portions of it. I hope this is okay for me to tear apart this poor thing. Okay, there we go. Let's see. This is, oh my goodness. This is so gorgeous. I'm like, oh my gosh, what if I throw this and break something? Look at that. There is this part over here where it's, do you see that? The inside of this crystal. Wow. I've been collecting crystals and putting them in my aquarium. Maybe I could show you a video of the aquarium. There's no fish yet in the aquarium. I just love that aquarium. I'll make a video about why I love the aquarium. Oh my gosh, this looks like something for Buddy. Can open that when he wakes up. Right there sleeping. This is so much. Like, I mean, this is wonderful. Oh, look at this. I can't pay attention. This is some amazing geometrical patterns. I don't think the camera is able to focus, but I know someone who's able to tell what this means. My friend Megan from her YouTube channel Starseed Cauldron, she's very esoteric. I think she'd be able to tell me the sacred geometrical meaning of this shape, so I'll send that to her. Okay, where to begin? Okay, let's open the boxes that says my name, Theo. I'm so glad I'm opening it. It's like Christmas, except in February. I had a really rough Valentine's Day. Buddy had an urgent appointment with the vet, and I wasn't allowed inside the clinic because of COVID, because that's the excuse now. And this is just so beautiful. Look at the eightfold path, the wheel. And this is like a little journal with a compass. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited. Sorry, I'm just going everywhere. And an anchor. Oh my god, you can't be kidding me. Okay, so I've been working with my book coach, paul.neuviale. He's incredible, which we're gonna read some of the work that we've done together. There's a lot of, okay, spoiler alert. Okay, I realized that the water, I didn't realize, this is a well-known fact. Water is so important to me, especially the ocean. As you know, my near-death experience involved the ocean, and I was born in the Pacific Islands, surrounded by the ocean. And throughout writing this book, I realized that it's actually my dream to sail the world. So I've been having dreams of, sailing, my hand on the rope. So this is this is crazy. This is manifestation 101. I've been working with Dev, who is a queer coach, and helping me explore my trans and feminine nature. And yeah, I could just do another video on why this is important to me, this whole theme of boats and sailing. And even my first therapist that I've ever had, years ago, maybe I don't know, how old am I now? Yeah, 12 years ago. We always talked about how diving into this trauma is going into the uncharted water. So there's so much symbolism about sailing and boats and oceans in my book. So this is how did you know, Diana? You're psychic. Or you're just tapping into my energy. Okay, there's another thing here that says Theo. So let's move on to this. This is gonna be a really, really long video, which I love. Because I didn't expect, I was actually expecting I requested one crystal, which Dev did this reading for me. And the crystal that came up, maybe this is the crystal, this looks like the crystal, is called, oh gosh, Aqua Aura? Is this the Aqua Aura? Aqua Aura. Which is asking me to pamper myself and treat myself with luxuries, simple pleasures. I'm not very good at opening. Diana was really good at... Wow, this is so beautiful. It looks like an obelisk, which is another sacred geometrical pattern that was really used commonly in ancient Egypt, especially in the new, the time, what is called the New Kingdom, when the art, and it's kind of like a renaissance for art in the ancient Egyptian. So I love the colors. There's this moss green color that is, and there's these patterns of I just love it. This is so incredible. Okay. I think Diana is gonna be my new crystal supplier, because this is just fantabulous. Alright, let's see. Trying to figure out how to open these is one thing. Okay, me just see. I'm so grateful. Like, I just have to say that, like, did I say how grateful I am? Because this is like gratitude to its finest. This is I whoa. It's like an egg. It's a heart. It looks like, I wish I know what these stones are, but it looks like a quartz heart. This is so beautiful. Oh my gosh. And yeah, it kind of reminds me again of this stone here with that pink hue. Like, it's almost like granite of some sort. You can see closer. Sorry, I'm just so excited. I'm so excited. I hope I don't miss anything out of all my not knowing which one to open first. Okay, this must be the mala, and this looks like a piece of jade. Ooh. Oh, I know what this is. Can you guess? It's green. This stone was also used in ancient Egypt for makeup. You know, the eye makeup that they use is crushed malachite. Wow, this is just so beautiful. Like, oh, I wish you could feel this. It's so smooth. And this is, oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. I love the patterns. I had a malachite bracelet that was kind of taken away from me when my car was broken into when I was in Vancouver. So this is such a nice replacement. It kind of looks like half of a heart. See? This is half of the heart. And then there's going to be another piece exactly like this. A direct opposite piece. And you can join it together. By the way, have you met our new friend here? I'm not sure yet what their name is, but there's 3 and soon to be 4 flowers to bloom. Maybe you should move it closer. Oh, it's too tall. Too tall. Okay. Yeah, so I'm not sure what to name them yet, but yeah, the stalk is very sturdy. It's just so beautiful. Usually these amaryllis flowers grow blooms in the Christmas time, but this is like late Christmas for me, so I was working through the holidays running the course, so this is the first time I get to take a breather. And this flower, what should we name her? Let me know in the comments. Most of my plants have names. This one doesn't have a name either yet, so we can't neglect this one too. So if you have names, drop them in the comments below. Kind of like the name Mirabel, you know, from that movie Encanto. Oh, what is this? Oh, this must be the wine stopper. Yeah. And this is handmade by her partner Jim. This is so beautiful. It's gorgeous. Again, it reminds me of like, you know, like those barrels that you would find with wine in it in the ships a long time ago. Oh wow, it's so beautiful. So beautiful. I wish I could have another camera so you could see this portion. Coming soon. Oh, okay, and this must be the Sacred Mallets. I could feel them. Oh, they smell lovely. They smell lovely. I don't know what the smell is, but It smells amazing. Oh wow, and it's no wait, it's volcanic. Oh, this must be it. This is the Aqua Aura, and we could read together what it means because that's the stone that Dev pulled from me, also a student from my class, and we've done a podcast together actually. If you look up on my podcast something about homeopathic intake or trauma intake, it's a session that we recorded, and Dev was kind enough to allow themselves to be recorded and to share their experience with you. But this is Aqua Aura, and this is, oh, I love how there's like a rainbow, like it's kind of like rainbow, like it's supposed to help me tap in with my inner pampering, self-love. This is just like a really, like, not just, but this is like the most luxurious mala I have ever seen. First of all, it's volcanic rock, which means I can put essential oils here and it'll stay on. And also, volcanic rock is one of my favorite forms of rocks because I grew up on a volcanic island. My mom's home, there's plenty of volcanoes there, and I just love volcanoes. And I love this color selection. This is actually a color that I don't often have, this rose pink. And perhaps this is an invitation for me to tap into my feminine nature. I'm actually sitting on this bed. It's a buddy's bed, and there's flowers all over it. I could show you. Oh my gosh, there's more than one. There's three. There's three Aqua Aura stones, crystals. One for me, one for Buddy, and one for Malulu. So, yeah, I'm sitting. If you could see this, I wish you could see it. Yeah, show them. It's like, yeah, the dog bed is made out of flowers. So that's like tapping into all this feminine energy. So thank you so much. And there's, I think, more here. There's another one. There's 4, just for good luck. Thank you so much, Diana. This is so beautiful. So beautiful. There's more, so let's continue. Thank you guys for staying with me while I open all these gifts. And thank you, Diana, for sharing these gifts with me. You're absolutely, absolutely, absolutely wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Oh my gosh, it's Pamo Santo. Pamo Santo. I just lit it earlier. Did you see? This is... we have some students from South America living with us for this meantime, and I asked them about this, and it's a really sacred plant. So thank you. Okay, make sure I didn't neglect anyone. Place them carefully back into the box. Gratitude. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So grateful. There's 2 more items here. Let's open this one. I know I'm here supposed to be talking about my book, but I just can't help but immerse myself in all these beautiful, lovely... Oh, here it is. Here it is. This is the... Oh, what is this? What is this? What do I do with this? Oh, is this a wine stopper? Is this the wine stopper? Sorry, I'm not entirely sure what a wine stopper is. I think this is it. I'm not sure. I have to read this carefully again. So, she made the mala. She made this using lava stone. So this is the... what looks like a wine stopper. I think this is the correct thing now. I got it right. I love these colors. There's something very intergalactic about them. It's almost very cosmic. So if this is the wine stopper, then I'm not entirely sure what this is. It could be part of the wine too. Okay, so this is Diana's business card. Dancing Moon Goddess, Path of the Witch, Empath, Crystal Dealer. Okay, so please check her out at the Dancing Moon Goddess Facebook group. In the end, we only regret the chances we didn't take. So, I love the colors of this. I love it. You know, my sailboat's gonna have rainbow sails. That's what I've decided that this morning. Thank you so much, Deanna. And of course, there's this. The gifts just keep on giving. I'm gonna forever treasure these gifts. Inhale the good shit, exhale the bullshit. Just love that. This is, I guess, this is not a leash. I thought it was. It's like a keychain, maybe. I'll put it on Malulu. This is so beautiful. Oh, thank you so much for the gifts, Deanna. This is so incredible. So incredible. I think we'll open this other package another day, because that's a lot of package opening, and I don't want to take the blaze away from these wonderful, wonderful gifts. But I do want to read some parts of the books with you. Maybe we'll sit over there, have some tea, and light up the Palo Santo. Let's do it. Come on. So, this wasn't caught on film, but while I was setting this place up, I accidentally lit my sweater on fire. It's just kind of silly. I was like, what's that sound? What's that smell? And I noticed, my sweater was blazing. And just beware, for all those spiritual people out there who are burning Palo Santo and lighting incense and candles. Be careful not to burn yourself. I tried to get the sweater off, but then one of the buttons got caught in this necklace, which is, by the way, from the tribes in southern Philippines. It's one of my favorite. I acquired it more than a decade ago. It goes really well with these volcanic rocks that Diane gave me. And so it was caught, and I was trying to remove it, and oh my gosh. Eventually I was able to remove it and turn the fire down, but whoa, it still smells like burning. So funny. It wasn't funny when it was happening, but I was like, oh my goodness. This is a really interesting grip. Alright. Let's get this party started. I'm into this cardamom tea. I just love the smell and taste of aroma. Okay, so I wonder if this is a sticker. Do you think this is a sticker? Because if it is, maybe it'll go here. as you can see, my attention span is very, come on, we'll do another video for that. Okay, let's go back to the book. So I tried to read this during my Friday Night Live last week, but then my camera from my phone kept on turning off. So I'm going to send this out in the newsletter as well. So remember, be a part of the newsletter, please, because that's where all the good stuff happens, to be honest. I don't know about you, but I love reading. It's one of my favorite activities. So that's why I have, the YouTube channel for all the people who are visuals, and then, oh, there we go. For the auditory listeners, learners, we have the podcast, and then for the readers like myself, we have the newsletter. But excuse me, wouldn't it be amazing if we can, be a part of all three and enjoy all the three senses all at once? Okay, so here we go. I'm going to read you this chapter. It's called Redefining Addictions, which is a subject that we talked about last time. So, let's just get comfortable. Redefining Addictions. One thing I want to take out of your vocabulary is unhealthy versus healthy coping mechanisms. Many people relate to addictions in this way, that they are either unhealthy or there are either unhealthy ways of coping with our stress and adversity, or healthy ways. Firstly, I want to give you a truth bomb. Just like how we all have traumas, we all have addictions. We all have a kryptonite, like this one. An addiction is a medicine. It is a medicine or a remedy for some of our deepest wounds. Some of us turn to alcohol, some to drugs, and if you're like me, you turn to sex and pornography. Some to food, some to caffeine, some to video games, some to gambling, and many people turn to work. Yes, work is the biggest addiction of all time. Overwork is a disguise to make us look productive, accomplished, and successful members of society. But anything that takes you away from your real self, anything that interferes with what truly matters, your family, your self-care, is a distraction. And what is an addiction? It is a repetitive coping mechanism to distract ourselves from the current pains of the moment, providing temporary relief, but never really solves the problem in the long term. It was Eckhart Tolle that said, addictions starts with pain and ends with pain. Or starts with suffering and ends with suffering. Okay, now that the elephant is out of the room, how should we look at addictions? Remember I asked you to remove the healthy versus unhealthy coping mechanism lingo? Those words simply put judgment, blame, and shame to your medicine. Instead, let us call it useful versus not useful. All addictions and coping mechanisms can be useful. In the short term, it is certainly very useful. I would argue even that such addictions were the only lifeline for many of the clients that I work with. Take that away and surely you have sentenced them to death. When I was working as a nurse, I was one of the 2 nurse addiction specialists in the entire hospital. I was actually glad to see the clients relapse, because I was afraid that if they didn't, that they would be dead that they have committed suicide. The alcohol, the drugs, those are the only things left that gave pleasure in their lives. The only time they felt accepted to be themselves. I too felt that when I was drowning in my own addictions. It was so much easier to have an intimate encounter with my body and with someone else through pornography. There's no one that can hurt me. I was safe to explore my deepest desires and wishes, and nobody will reject me. Nobody will abandon me. For those moments I was lost in the world of pornography, I felt accepted. I felt safe. It was that mangrove forest that baby fish were born into. And leaving the safety of that nursery to face the vast, big blue ocean was a scary thought. But then again, nothing grows in the comfort zone, I was told once. The way we are treating people was to remove those crutches, to have them abstain, and once they are clean and cured, once they are clean, they are cured. This was preposterous. Even back then, I knew that addictions were just the symptoms of the real problem. Of course, I was seen as a lunatic, but I held my ground to this day. It was a bunch of... I held my ground to this day. Simply put, the addictions was a branch of the tree. All of the people who came to that addiction program had trauma. They had severe trauma. All of the people who came to that addictions program had trauma. Severe trauma. I've spoken to war victims, rape victims, people who witnessed their mothers jump out of a balcony, people who lost all their money, their family, their dignity. Yep, I've seen it all. And it is the trauma that was always the root cause, not the addictions. The addictions served as a remedy, but that doesn't mean it's the only remedy. In fact, there's so much more that I'm going to reveal in this book. So that is a beautiful chapter from my book, which has a title, but I'm not ready to reveal it yet. Look at Mirabelle, like she's just so beautiful here. So beautiful. Wish the camera could capture more of her. So no scent, but this is beautiful nonetheless, regardless. Yeah, this is a portion of the book, and there's so much more. So once again, I'm so grateful for everyone who is helping me manifest this book. Thank you to Hibiscus. Just kind of reminds me of Hibiscus. For supporting me on Patreon. Thank you to my dear friend Janessa. She's the one who watched Encanto with me and helped me process a lot of the family traumas that I'm having and still working on. And thank you to Dev for helping me. Thank you to Megan for doing my natal chart. Thank you to Rhea for helping me work through my relationship with my voice and with music. Thank you to my good friend Therese, who has an ASMR channel, Sister Therese ASMR, for always being there to listen when I need someone. Thanks to Samita, who encouraged me to start a YouTube channel. Thanks to Buddy for always being there for me. He's right there taking a nap. Thanks to Malulu for always being mischievous and basically drawing in all the traffic into my YouTube channel. Thank you to Diana for all these marvelous gifts. Marvelous. This is beyond marvelous. This is just... one of the things that I was struggling with was feeling unappreciated, and this just remedies all of that. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks to Paul for helping me write my book. I'll put all their information in the description and the links. So thanks. Thank you all. Thank you for being with me through my own healing journey with trauma as you go through your own. Trauma healing is never something that has an end point. It's an ongoing, continuous sailing into the vast unknown to try to find the edge of the world, the edge of our soul. But it's so vast, like the universe. And one day, we will come home, having learned that the earth is indeed round and not flat. That trauma is not a disease. It's a human experience that we all have. So, thanks for listening to me as always. So grateful to all of you. Remember to sign up to the newsletter, traumatransfiguration.com. I'll see you on Friday for some Tai Chi class. Till then, ciao.